There were a number of people who stripped off, and some of them are still in there. They're protesting that the government has not taken any notice of the climate crisis, and we have to declare a state of emergency. We have been warned about this. David Attenborough has warned us, the world has warned us, the planet is warning us. We have to take action, we've got to take action now. And we're being distracted by this Brexit debate, and the climate won't wait for it. It won't wait for a Brexit debate.
There's no Brexit on a dead planet. Brexit doesn't actually matter. If we don't start making policies that look after what is going to sustain us in the coming years, and I'm talking about years, not decades. We have a few years before the onslaught of what is already wiping out thousands, hundreds of thousands of people in the global south that is being ignored, and that is coming this way. We are members of public just like everybody else who's in there. We are all members of public. Everybody who is in Extinction Rebellion is just a normal person of UK society and from all over.
We recognise that Brexit is something that's like holding everyone's attention at the moment, and we are neither pro nor anti-Brexit. That's not what we're talking about at the moment. We chose to do it at a time when it was going to get the most coverage, because what we want is for people to wake up and see that there is this huge issue. And we also want to kind of rally people around our next major action, which is on the 15th of April. We're going to be shutting down London for as long as it takes to get the government to come to the negotiating table about our 3 demands. So Extinction Rebellion's 3 demands are that the government tells the truth about the climate emergency, secondly that they commit to going carbon neutral by 2025, and thirdly that they put power back into the hands of the people by instigating a citizens' assembly that will kind of guide us out of the mess that we've got ourselves into over the last
forever.
Yeah, since the start of kind of neoliberalism.
Now, Mr. Speaker, I find myself wondering whether it's a coincidence entirely that the people who normally sit around me on these benches are not here, given that we all know that among them are counted noted naturists. But, Mr. Speaker, it has long been a thoroughly British trait to be able to ignore pointless nakedness, and I trust that the House will now be able to return to the issue that we are discussing.
I was surprised. They just continued. They looked for a little bit, and then they just continued on. They just kind of ignored it and continued on, and that surprised. I'm like, how? Yeah, there wasn't a lot of response from them, basically.
I'll get that little piece of dandruff off.